Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Tokyo Revengers, episode 16, courtesy of a Patreon request from Kevin Shumaker. If you guys want to suggest something yourself, definitely check out the Yandere tier or the Waifu tier on my Patreon, and let's go ahead and start. A tattoo. He goes to that school? Like the same school they all go to? Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to remember and kind of think that this could be a school anime. Literally, there's a normal life going on in between these gang fights. Well, eventually he becomes part of Toman, so maybe they're able to join because of him. You can joke about it now, but people are after his life later on in the future. Pretty big to start out with there. And you'll be under him. So it says, so Osanai lost to Mikey. Mobius basically disbanded. That group, led by Kisaki, joined Toman. Okay, so that makes sense. So that happened on the side there, which led to Toman growing from 100 to 150. But wouldn't you think that they would join, like, make more captains, like a new group because of that, instead of expanding the entire thing? Though I guess you would want people from, if they're like taking all those members, you would want Toman people to be like ahead, like the people that have been in there longer. So maybe I guess it makes sense to put everybody in 5 divisions that are already created instead of making a new one. Kisaki's 3rd division ended up way bigger than any other division. Maybe most of those members went to the 3rd division under him. No wonder. Oh, actually, this is making more sense why Kisaki would have so much like control and stuff. And maybe this is what makes it easier for him to climb up the ladder and become what he ends up becoming, is because he already starts as a captain. He has a huge amount of people that came from the same group. It makes sense. Because we do see that guy in the future if he's part of Valhalla, and that guy in the future ends up being the one that's he's got to be part of Toman because he's in there and they're trying to get them killed. So, and he seems higher up with Kisaki, right? So is Kisaki like pulling the strings of Valhalla? Would that make the most sense? Like, because it says there's no technical leader there. So could there be, and the way he acted, he was laughing about chaos happening in Toman. It makes me think, is he kind of playing both sides, Kisaki? And that's what ends up happening? I'm really feeling that. That is so complicated, though. That's why I had to break that down. Did he think it was the morning? So does he skip school all the time? Yeah, he's looking for Takemichi. Oh God. I was assuming like 2 or 3. Yep. What? Why? I wouldn't go with him. Yeah, that doesn't look promising. Maybe they weren't very trustworthy? And that's just all he has? And what's gonna happen to Takemichi? This guy would break your leg with a smile on his face. Maybe you should bring your group with you? Is that a good thing, though? Oh, yeah, that's true. He's gonna have to do it eventually. This could be a good opportunity. I like how they're still all doing the little person over person thing in the doorway. I always thought you would have to be stepping on each other to have that type of look where they're all 4 on top of each other like that. You'd have to be on each other's legs and or freaking shoulders. And how did you even get to the 3rd year? They just automatically passed you? Because of who? Because of Baji? Or, well, why would he be in the same group? Because of Mikey, maybe? Oh, shit. And their hangout, or their hideout is at the arcade. And why is it so foggy in there? Oh, just a bunch of smoke, I guess? This looks like such an unpleasant place. Oh, God! And he's just beating the shit out of somebody. Oh! What the fuck? That's gotta be fucked up. Even the guy was your vice captain. Yeah, you already knew you were walking into a trap. I don't think it's to beat the shit out of him, though. That would seem random. There's got to be some other reason. There's got to be some other reason he brought him there. It just seems... I really don't think that's what it is. Well, he already proved himself by doing that. Oh, that's what they're using him for. That's, yep, it's the grudge again. Okay, it's what I thought. He had something against Mikey. Mikey and him must have not got along at all. Yeah, I mean, this is good information to know. But this is gonna get your ass kicked, too. So what happened with him and Mikey? That was him. Yep. The eyes kind of sell it. Yep.
それも死ね。2003年中1の夏だ。俺たちははしゃいでた。
And so he got sent to juvie. Maybe because something Mikey did.
お前もマイキーから呼び出し食らったの？
ああ、いつもの場所だろ。
くれた。バジがチンピラに絡んでよ。
てめえ、俺だけのせいにすんじゃねえよ。おー、かっけー。
You got your uniforms.
すげえな、ミツヤ。すげえなじゃねえよ。なんでも俺に押し付けやがって。
What the hell is with that guy's eyes? I don't think he was even paying attention to him eating that.
どういうこと？
俺はこのチョコバが食いたかったんだ。あの後、まさかあんな事件が起きるとは夢にも思わなかった。
You know what I find is odd though? Like, why was that picture randomly just appearing in front of him though? Like in front of Takemichi? Like a picture that would make him think about that? Doesn't that seem kind of like a big coincidence? Like, I don't know. It seems odd to me. So I had a suspicion. I was talking about this earlier in the episode where I was thinking Kisaki had, like, one of my theories is Kisaki has especially the way he acted about, you saw him talk about Tomen and stuff when he was in that, in the meeting and all that, and he was getting put as the third captain. And I was wondering, I'm like, I for some reason, part of my thinking was a possibility is he could be trying to, because they were talking about there was an unnamed leader, like a leader of their group, of this Valhalla group. Look who he's with. That mask and that blonde guy was in that group just now. And then the other guy, I think is, some of these guys' names I can't remember, but the guy that was just the second in command, or the look like the leader there, but they already said that there's an unnamed leader. Both of them right there with him while they're walking. I never had noticed that before. This is the reason why Tomen gets wrecked and why he has so much influence. He's infiltrating Tomen from the inside like that on purpose. The blonde with the mask was in the group. They were in the group. That seals it right there. That makes, holy shit. Okay, I mean, we already know he's a bad guy. We already know what happens in the future and everything. But this makes the dots connecting and how he could even get that much control. But it seems like okay. So what I think is going to happen here, as we see one of them being obviously being higher up later on in the future, I think what happens is he gets the third captain spot. Kisaki gets more command. I think something happens where he takes control. He brings all the guys. This is. I don't know how else this would happen. Either Valhalla just splits completely, or like absorbs into Tomen once Kisaki gets more control, or something happens in between those two groups. Because obviously, you would think because Kisaki's still with Mikey and still in that group, like, Mikey would never find out that he has anything to do with Valhalla. So I'm assuming something happens where they absorb Valhalla, meaning probably part of Kisaki's plans in the first place. That's what it's leaning towards to me. That smile is ridiculous, but it seems like a scheme he's probably been scheming for a while. There's just so much. I want to know more about, for one thing, I want to know more about his background. Kisaki, we've seen his face since the beginning of the show. It's the character I want to know the most of. He seems the most evil. It's just, there's got to be more to the guy though. Like, how does he become this? Why there's just so many questions. That is the character I want to know about the most. But it's really cool how this show, like, kind of baby steps us into these things, and we're learning more and more, and Takemichi is going deeper and deeper into this group, and he's digging himself deeper into this as well. He is making himself a part of all the problems. Before he had, his hands were washed. He had nothing to do with this, and he keeps getting deeper and deeper. Like, what is going to end up happening to him? Like, it's just now he's, it's good that they weren't there to kick his ass. He had to be the witness to what was happening there. And it seemed like somebody like him that was there that would probably be no threat to them. That's probably why they chose him. It made the most sense to bring somebody that would have the least threat, maybe. So back when they were younger. Weird seeing him with the short hair, though, Mikey. Everybody looks different. Or you could borrow one from them? That's a bad idea. They had to start somewhere, though. At least you're self-aware. I like how they have helmets, but they're just gonna keep them there. Let's not wear them. They're just there for fashion. Because you're out of gas? I guess he's making his problem Toman's problem. Oh man, they really take rock, paper, scissors seriously. It sounds like they're charging up. And that's when they knew they hit puberty. It'll fix everything. So is this the moment he's talking about? Because he had to go fill up gas? Maybe get jumped? Oh. So he gets his ass kicked for that. It's got to be more to it, though. Because, I mean, he stayed in the group for a long time. You would think... Oh. Oh, damn. Well, you know he was loyal. Taking the bike over himself. Somebody's got to show up, yeah. Mikey? Yeah, of course. What did he... Oh, wait, I was wondering what that noise was. He wanted to do it himself, I guess, so he doesn't have to protect it, maybe? He's talking about... Yeah, he's not talking about the bike now. This is what Mikey finds important, is his people. Even back then, he really hasn't changed. At least from, you know, the moments we normally see, not the future or whatever. We haven't been able to meet him in the future. You would think, like, at least that moment in particular would make his loyalty go up more so. So that can't be the moment, because he obviously helped him there. So that's not it. Kid's birthday party? I guess maybe he never got one. I would think a lot of these guys don't have the best, probably the best families, or they probably have family issues why they're out doing this in the first place. Maybe not all of them, but at least some of them.
盗むのはダメだろ。
なきゃいいんだよ。俺ら厨房がバイク乗るには先輩のもらうか。盗むしかねえだろ。
That's a bad idea either way here. I mean, you're doing it for Mikey, but
空っぽってこともねえだろうし、楽勝だよ。
バカ。そういう問題
I have a feeling
盗みはや
that maybe they steal it and Mikey is not happy about it and does the opposite and they take that personally.
カツトラ。
なんだかんだ言ってさ。
I mean, he's even hesitant about doing that.
何やってんだよバジ。
本当にやんのかよ、カツトラ。
静かにしろよ。見ろよ、バジ。
Oh. I mean, it's there. You knew it was there. Where's the cameras?
アブだ。
かっけ
よく見るとこれ新品じゃん。
Oh, so you're stealing somebody else's.
え。ギが乗ったらめっちゃかっけえだろうな。
I see where the trouble could happen here. They steal somebody else's and maybe that person catches them.
なかなか切れねえ。
急げよ。
勝って。
ガソリンも入ってる。走れる。
まだ早えよ。外回ってシャッター開けっから。
Yeah, there's a process here. You can't just do it like a movie and just bust through the thing. It's sad because they're doing it for him. Like in their head, they're happy to help him, right? But Mikey wouldn't want it done this way at all, so I can imagine his reaction. Oh shit.
人がいた。
誰の店に入ってんだ。
A gang's shop or something? Or just somebody that can actually fight.
なめた真似しやがって。逃がさねえぞ。これどっかで見た顔だな。
Oh shit.
圭介か。
新一郎君。なんでここに。やめろカツトラ。
Oh shit. Now I see what's the problem here.
何やってんだよ、カツトラ。
しょうがねえだろ。見られたんだからよ。
It's his family or something? Brother maybe, or
この人。マイキーの兄貴なんだよ。
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait a second. Okay, I was wondering. I thought it was maybe somebody related to him or something. He kind. You know what's really funny? When I initially saw his face, I'm like, doesn't that kind of look like, you know the kid that grows up and that becomes a detective? Like it kind of looks like him older, but obviously this is way in the past. That would make no sense. But it looked like him a little bit facially. And so I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But now, okay, so it's his. It's Mikey's. No wonder this fucks up everything. He's trying to steal a bike from Mikey's brother's shop. Oh yeah, that would do it right there. No wonder shit got fucked up. What a horrible coincidence.
いいぞく。息してねよ。
Wow. This was a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be.
盗もうとしたバイク。マイキーの兄貴のバブだったんだ。
Out of all the places you could have gone, like out of all of them, there's got to be a bunch of other bike shops.
俺は殺して。
Wait, so he is dead? Like he...
そうだ。
No, they... I can't remember offhand if they've said... I'm pretty sure he's been mentioned. I think he's been mentioned before. I'm pretty sure Mikey said he had a brother at some point. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't know.
カツトラ。なんだ。だっけ。
なんでだよ。
The ultimate mindfuck. You did something for him, but you hurt his family. Like, the odds of that is so slim to none.
こんな全部
Well, this would,
マイキーのせいだ。
what? Oh. He's blaming Mikey for this. because he was doing it for Mikey, he's turning the blame into, yeah, it's called denial right here. Gotta flip the blame on somebody. What the fuck? So this twisted him from that point, this experience. I mean, maybe he was a little unstable already. I mean, he was the one that suggested doing this. I feel most bad for him because he's obviously put in a really bad spot. He didn't even want to do that, and now he's connected to wanting to kill Mikey. Oh man. He did it for him. He felt bad. So eventually, this guilt must have twisted into something else. Yeah, because Baji, obviously, I think he's probably the worst in this, like kind of put in the worst position, because he was with the group way later, right? The other guy, super twisted. Guy looked like he was already unstable, probably the least loyal out of everybody. Now he's like twisting the guilt of doing that to the brother, to now he has to kill Mikey because he's blaming him for some weird reason. And I'm going to assume for years he probably threw this on Baji and kept trying to give him these reasons. And eventually it got to him, and that's why Baji is now in another gang, in another group, and why this happened over time. But I would think there must be more things that eventually makes him flip that way, but this is definitely, I didn't think it was going to be like this. That's a nice little twist there, because I thought it was going to be something not basic, but just not connected to his brother, and they could have gone to any bike shop. Seriously, any bike shop, and they go there. He didn't want anything to do with it. You can tell the guy's not a bad guy I mean, can you really say both of them are? No, but the other one was a bit more weaselly, a little bit more, I don't know. I think he might have had some mental issues going on as well. And then it easily kind of deflecting onto, and easily twisting this into, okay, I did this. Oh no, it's not my fault. It cannot be my fault. It's Mikey's fault. Okay, I got to do this to Mikey.